want to have a meeting, you stupid bastard. You call a meeting.
Are you under any mental evaluation?
Fuck.
I've heard stories about you.
Lick my balls.
Lick your balls? Both of those properties, according to the building department, there was never any release. Why are you running away?
I'm not running away, sir.
So what are you doing? So can you answer a question? Last week I had a video about issues in the building department and trying to get some information on two properties here in New Richmond, 622 and 624 Willow. Why? I had information that these two properties had not been properly processed for having their power turned back on. If you remember last week, Kris McClintick basically cockblocked me on being able to get the records to see on these properties. I eventually got records, but the records show that the property should still be open with neither their gas or their power turned back on. What you're gonna see in this video is me going to the building department to ask them about the releases that don't seem to exist to turn the power back on. You're gonna see me confronting Commissioner Painter in my first ever literally chasing somebody in the hallway in the parking lot. You're gonna see me go to the two properties, and you're going to see me here in New Richmond asking Scott Wolf of the fire department if he was involved with turning gas back on these two properties. I have sources that say that either he or Chief Feldkamp were involved. Get ready, this is unbelievable. And it just tells you what's wrong in Clermont County, and all these people need to understand they're acting this way towards the press and the media, and public inspection is gonna end. It's over, it's over. And Scott Wolf is the most fun. You'll see him at the end. His colorful language means he should never be employed in any public service and should never get any paycheck that comes from the taxpayers. Hi there, are you Heather?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Chris Hicks. There's my card.
Excuse me just a second here, Mr. Hicks. Oh, that's what I felt heat, and I'm like, where's the heat?
Oh, like a fire.
Yeah, there's a heater over here.
Okay.
Let's take this way, sir.
So I'm a little confused. You sent me these records.
Correct.
Okay. I specifically requested all records, including but not limited to release after flood.
I don't have a release.
So that means the power is not on at either of these places.
I don't know. We didn't release it. So I don't have a release for
Well, it would only be turned on by Duke
Correct.
if they got a release from you guys.
Should be, yes.
So then that would mean if the power is on at these places, there's a missing document in these files.
I don't know if it's released. I don't know who released it.
Well, you're the ones that transmit the record to Duke.
Correct. We, as you saw in the records there, we told them that we needed a Megger test. Those are the only records we have. We didn't get anything. So if the
But the only reason Duke would turn, I mean, I'm saying, correct me if I'm smoking crack or something, but the only reason Duke would turn the power back on is if they had gotten a release from Clermont County.
Should be, yes.
But the records that you sent me for these two properties, and you're saying right now you don't have a record of the release. Do you guys right now, I don't know how it works now, do you fax the releases to Duke or do you email them? Okay. So did you check to see if there was any record of an email to Duke?
Yes, there's none.
And there's no record of this. So if either of these places have their power on, something is awry.
Well, there's no comment on it.
I'm not asking a comment. I'm asking, this is just, to me, that would be a statement of fact.
Our statement would be check with Duke Energy.
Well, you're the ones that tell Duke whether to turn it on. Are you insinuating Duke would go turn on power without having a release from the county?
Yeah. Insinuating that.
It's a possibility. I mean, it's happened in the past.
The correct method is to send an email release to.
Have you gone to Duke and asked them if they got a release from somebody other than this office?
That I did not know.
Can you do that? You obviously would have an email address for Duke, right? If I were you guys, I would be concerned that I walked in here with two addresses, and then when you tried to get the records, now maybe I'll go look at these addresses and the power's not on, and then the power's not on, so that's the way it should be. They shouldn't be on right now. But if there's power been turned on in this county and you don't have any record of it, and it's supposed to go through a process where you have to release it, then there's something wrong. So this is 622 and 624 Willow Street. I'm just going to try to figure out what the electric status is of these. places. So I did confirm for at least one of the houses that the meter is on. Hey, Commissioner Painter, how you doing? Can I get a comment from you on 2 properties in New Richmond?
No comment.
Why not? So 622 and 624 Willow, both of those properties, according to the building department, there was never any release. Why are you running away?
I'm not running away, sir.
So what are you doing?
I
So
said
can you
no
answer a
comment.
question? I haven't even asked a question. You have no comment on any question? What about these 2 properties? Did you release these properties illegally? The building department has no record of a release. We know that Commissioner Painter is in the building, but he won't address these 2 properties in New Richmond for which the building department has no record of a proper release. You saw what he did. He ran away, ran back into the office. I'll go down by his truck and see if I can get a comment from him down there. Here he comes. Commissioner Painter, would you please look at this and give me a comment on these 2 properties in New Richmond? How about on Brian Treon telling me to come to you specifically to ask you about your position on getting rid of elected official coroners?
I have no comment.
You don't even know these properties. Did you release these properties? Did you release any properties in New Richmond after the flood when you don't have the authorization to do that? Why would the building department not have records? Why last week was I denied the records? No comment. It's Scott Wolf here. Hey Scott, I got questions for you. I'm Chris Hicks with the Watchdog Wire. I have questions for you about a couple. You can keep moving if you want. About 2, you can keep those, so just notes of mine. But on 2 properties that it looked like they got their gas turned on without going through the proper county process that showed that both their gas and electric should not be on. Were you involved with that?
I don't know.
You'll look into it? So you're not sure if you were... You said what? All right, say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Did you notice we're in the parade?
Ron, did you notice I'm asking you a question?
Hey Hicks, how about this? Go fuck yourself.
Scott, I'm not going to let up on wanting answers to questions. You can tell me to go fuck myself, but that's entirely inappropriate and you don't belong in public service.
Ask permission to video record me.
I don't need to ask permission and you know that.
If you want to have a meeting, you stupid bastard, you call a meeting.
Are you under any mental evaluation?
Fuck.
I've heard stories about you.
Lick my balls.
Lick your balls? I don't think I will be licking Scott's balls anytime soon for him.